welcome to Beyond Injury Time. Today we are going to discuss about a team which is going from bad to worse. The team that has not shown up to the pitch for a quite long time. And we have one of their fans with us, with the Old Trafford board beside him. So about the Bayern match, where what do you feel about the performance that your team had in the Bayern match?
I don't know where to start. When I think of the game, as I anticipated, I will come out of the match feeling that we just lost the match by a small margin, and that's exactly what happened. Uh, you know, the way it's been going in the last 3-4 games at least. You cannot say that United are actually playing poorly to deserve the scoreline that we are getting, right? So, since everyone talked about the Wolves game and how we got that decision where Onana pushed the attacker, and they did not get a penalty and we got away with it. Ever since then, we've been getting every decision against us. Starting from the Spurs game, the Romero penalty, or multiple decisions here and there, which should not be a reason why you lose a match. But what's happening is when a team is on a slump, right? When you are not hitting the right form, you actually look for those little decisions that either that actually goes against you, and that becomes a defining moment of the game. Because currently we are no City, Liverpool, or Bayern for that matter, that we will keep creating chances. Currently the team dynamics is in such a way that once you concede the first goal, right, our team is immediately conceding the second, and it's a criticism of, you could say, the players' mentality and the attitude right there. And you could also attribute it to the fact that we do not have the persona to handle it at that level.
Yeah, man, I believe they were playing quite well till the goal that they conceded, right? 27 minutes, I feel they were creating the best chances, and they were looking good on the pitch. But as soon as they got a goal hit, not sure what happens to United. They just do random stuff, right? They concede another goal out of nowhere. And for the first goal, are you critical of Onana? I believe
like I
he has
said,
come
right,
out and
something or the
apologized.
other goes wrong, and we just fall like a pack of cards. And that's exactly what happened in the first goal. It's a freak mistake, and no matter what the stats say, that he's conceded 14 goals and all that. At the end of the day, we watch each and every game, right? And we know that this is actually the first error that he's made. There are a couple of instances where he could have done better, but people on the internet, they go to the internet and see some posts, memes, and they try to comment and form an opinion on social media, or join that hype train, right?
Speaking of stats and Onana, I want our stats ninja to pitch in. Abhay Maheshwari.
I think they're pretty much aware of the stats, right? I think they're aware of the stats. So with the number of shots he's faced, right? He's faced probably 14 on target. That's what it says, right? And he's conceded around 10. I mean, no matter how I sugarcoat it or whatever I say, that doesn't paint a good picture. Okay, I can understand that, like the Kane's goal, that is also probably considered a shot on target. That's like that's unsavable, all right. That's unsavable. But there are a few ones which you feel that they could have been said or done better. And I mean, I've already said this, that primarily, yeah, you're helping out from the back, and that helps a lot. But there should be a certain level of, let's say, saving of the goals that is desired of a goalkeeper, especially if you're playing in the Premier League and at a top 6 club at that. And I mean, of course, he will come under criticism because that's what happens at a top 6 club.
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
With a good team, you will be critical for any player, right? Any mistakes you cannot afford, right?
And
it
they are,
causes.
and probably
Look,
they are magnified a little more. I do agree to that. But I mean, that is
I
that's what you get. I mean, that's what you get when you come to a big club,
I believe
right?
yesterday helped Onana with some statistics. I believe with how much shots he got by Bayern. At least he might go to maybe 50% goal leaking ratio. That is a benefit for Onana probably in the last match. But moving forward, this I think. Do you believe that United were actually did United showed up like let's say 30-35 minutes? I believe yes. Right, but we have seen this as a trend, right? Ki first half United plays good, United is looking threatening and everything, but in second half they just they did not show up, right? That is what we have seen as a trend right now. In second
yeah,
half, they're dropping the ball.
look, I mean, I'll go back to that first goal, right? So what happens is every time we can't be blaming the goalkeeper, but yes, we all know, right? Onana himself volunteered to go post match and admit that it was his fault that we lost the game. No one does that. No one fucking does.
That was commendable.
Yeah.
That was
So
that is
that is if he does it over and over again after every match, it becomes so commonplace that people start to hate it. So I appreciate what he's done. I really do, because it just not every day that your goalkeeper or any player shows up in the press conference and admits that it was his fault. But I hate to admit that that it was all his fault. It's how we are defending, and he's a new keeper altogether. And at the same time, to have a shoddy defense like that and a totally, bad midfield with no physical presence, no stamina, no runners, it in football, it actually affects the keeper, no matter how you're good with his feet. And we bought him because he is good with his feet, right? And he's done well, no questions about that. But when it comes to short stopping, you cannot attribute everything to the technique of the goalkeeper and his let goes through. That's first part. And the second part, again, I am criticizing the entire team here, because we've been so bad in midfield, especially starting from Casemiro. I mean, the guy just can't catch a breath, right? The way he's performing.
Like Casemiro these days looks more of a goal threat and less of a CDM anymore.
I guess
Like,
I kind of believe that that's what he's been instructed to do, to go higher up the pitch, which is never done in his entire career, per se. He tries to basically run into the box, but the problem with that is there is no one to take care or shield the defenders, and he cannot run back. He cannot run back at all.
He does not have those level of legs.
Those
Or
level of legs are gone.
He's a little slow also, as in that's what I felt, right? And I also felt I actually thought that McTominay would have done a good job.
As a number 6, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have
Yeah,
done a better
coming,
job, is what I felt.
coming to McTominay, at 69 minutes where you were 3-1 down, taking off Christian Eriksen for McTominay, like it looked like a defensive change in a moment when you want to attack more.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens when you are, when your injury list is that long. Just imagine a scenario, you lose Eriksen because of fatigue or because of some injury during the dying seconds of the match. Then basically you can say the entire season is fucked. So we have a good run of fixtures where we can get back into form, players coming in. So I am not overly worried about that, and glad that the scoreline did not look awful at the end. There are a couple of good goals, but what I'm rather worried about, like I touched upon earlier, the players' attitude. You got one goal back. Bruno missed that pass straight to Garnacho. If you guys have watched, immediately after he scored the goal, Martinez, I believe, intercepted a pass when we were getting counter-attack. So Martinez intercepted that pass, then Bruno gets it. Bruno just had to spam it to the wings to Garnacho, and
best.
Garnacho is putting in a cross for sure. And there was I don't remember who was in the middle, but someone would have got at the end of it or caused some problems. But what instead happened is that Bruno gave it away, one pass to Matthews Tell, and he scores a screamer in his first touch of the game, man. So that's exactly what's happening. Even in the game against Brighton, every time they shot at goal, they scored. Now you're going to slander Onana, but where was the defense? So, I mean, I'm visibly frustrated with the entire setup. Now, I am looking forward to see what Eric Ten Hag is going to do. And in times of adversity, generally managers tend to hold back a little bit, be compact, start from the basics. Okay? But he's not been trying to do that. He's been asking players to go gung ho. Ki bhai maro.
But going gung-ho is good, man. But after at 3-1, sitting back might not be the right thing to do.
Also,
Yeah, actually, you asked about the second half, right? We were looking dull. Actually, we wanted to get to the 75th minute. It was clearly visible. I mean, no one was running. Everyone was static. I understand that fans in the stadium who pay big bucks for the tickets, right? They want to see people running because we are behind. And हम लोग टीवी में देखते हैं, हम लोग को इतना frustrated लगता है as each minute passes by and your team is not doing anything. Imagine the state of mind of traveling United fans who have gone to Munich. So rather, if you think from a manager's perspective, we did not want to come out of Munich having lost 5-1 because it could have easily been that scoreline. You would have seen a couple of hit the post, clear chances. It could have been worse. We rather wanted to be in shape. We could take the attack to opposition around the 75th-80th minute, which we did. Got the goal back after Martial came on. I have to mention him. Couple of turns and twists, man. That guy really did create chances and actually confused Bayern. They were not expecting that. Neither were we. So it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. The Casemiro goal actually came from Martial from the right wing. He did. I mean, he skipped past Davies, if I remember, and then he created a good chance there.
भाई महेश्वरी भाई बहुत देर से कुछ बोलना चाहता
No. That's all right. But I would like to say also one goal that Casemiro scored where he was on the ground kind of for the first time in a long time. I've actually seen United make a proper goal wherein that press the opposition in there.
You like the goal because it was more of the Arsenal way.
Yeah. Whatever it is, whatever it was, as long as you can choke the opposition. That is where I feel the big teams, most of the big teams, that's what they do. They try to choke, and that's when you know that there might be a hint of superiority. That's what I believe. But there's an interesting stat. Manchester United haven't considered 3+ goals in 3 consecutive games. Since probably 1978.
You are breaking a lot of records, my friend.
Record breaking.
No, but 3+ goals conceded in 3 consecutive games. Wherein, let's say, okay, Bayern, I can still say
it's worse than relegation form. Okay, let me put it out
there. Somewhere it needs to ring, get your alarm bells ringing. Ki something is not doing right.
I am fine with it. I believe Burnley may be the right game to kickstart the season, but alarm bells will definitely ring and pressure will really mount if we lose that game. Maybe if we draw, that's still fine. You basically stop the bleeding a little bit, but the way we've been losing matches for fun, that maybe
by the way,
draw should suffice.
As you started that this game was like a little difference between two teams, which showed by the scoreline. But I also watched the match, but I still believe it was more biased towards United. It was not a fair scoreline of what I saw in the match, where even when Bayern was not in their best form, right? They were not passing very well. They were not doing anything. Yet they I know stats can be misleading, but I am also matching it with the match that I watched. But it seems like they even at their not their best day, they had more possession, they had more shots, they were looking more threatening. And at 3-1 down, also I believe Bayern was much more closer to 4-1 than United was to 3-2. This is what
we were at their home and they hadn't lost in the Champions League group stage for I don't remember how long. They have that record for 30 matches, probably 30 odd matches I saw somewhere. So when you give away 2 goals like that, first was a Onana horror and second one you also Ericsson was there. He did not even move. It just directly hit his hand. Like, when it hits here,
No,
it's a
man,
penalty. It's given. I agree.
It's a fair penalty.
I mean,
I
in a
wouldn't say a
Champions League,
fair penalty if
fair
he's not
penalty.
trying to stop the ball, but these are given. So
His hand was away of his body, and it did not hit here. It hit here.
no, actually, I will show you instances
Yeah.
where the
In the
referee
second.
has ruled not a penalty because the player has not moved towards the ball. If
I
you
don't know
hit
in
the
the
ball and it hits you here, and the hand was already in this direction. I did not move. It was already there. So I mean, it was funny, but yeah. I mean, freak incidents. If we could have proper gameplay, we could have considered the second goal. I would have been like sad, ki yaar, concede kar li again immediately. But a freak penalty, freak goal, and a freak penalty like that at Bayern away game, man, you are bound to go forward without with a non-existent midfield and defense. How would you expect United to attack? And obviously, we were going to concede chances. You have Harry Kane and Musiala, like two top players currently.
One of our
Musiala
own.
is a
One
demon,
of our own.
demon.
We had to survive, man. We had to survive, and to get away with a scoreline 4-3.
I still don't understand with all Chelsea, Cobham, Academy and all, you produce a demon like that and you let him go. Like how
What
like
a joke.
how does that happen?
There's a complete list. Kevin De Bruyne, Mohamed Salah.
Yeah. That is there, but that time there was somebody out there. Right now, recently Chelsea were like, our top lads, we won't let them go. They fought so much for Callum Hudson-Odoi at that one point of time against Bayern. Bayern was ready to pay for a player who's not played in the Premier League 60 to 70 million pounds. And they were like,
no. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So Chelsea fans still say कि उस time बेच देते कुछ तो मिलता था. Anyways, but you look at that kid Musiala, he's so not scared about anything. Unperturbed, bro. Unperturbed. He's like, okay, this is where I want to go this way. I'll go this way. I'll dribble 6 out of 6 dribbles or something.
He's silky smooth. I mean, ball doesn't leave his feet.
Yeah.
Oh, I say,
when you see a player like that, it's clear to see. Like I rewatched the match, and I saw surprisingly, I did see what Marshall was doing, and I was like, wow, because nobody else in your team is doing that. Nobody else. Garnacho is pacey and he can turn, but not like Martial, bro. Not like Martial. So I would like to know your thoughts on Højlund also. How did you think he did?
Yeah, I mean, the problem with at least you call it fan base, call it Twitteratis or media people or whoever it is, immediately after a problem, everyone starts to compare who Højlund is. Ronaldo was better. Who is Rashford? This guy was better. Who is Onana? De Gea is better. Such loose comments. Anyways, Højlund was superb. I mean, in the Arsenal game also, the way he was performing, he almost got a penalty, and then in the second game he was very close to scoring a goal, and we could feel that the goal was coming. And I told Abhay the other day that he's scoring, man. I don't know if we are going to lose or win, but he's on the score sheet. He's that close. So he got his due, and it was a proper striker's goal again.
Sure.
So really happy with that. Some few positives, as Amit last time also pointed out while we were on a train speaking about negatives. But I mean, Bayern also did not play well, but them not playing well is actually understandable, and they can also use something like an excuse that Tuchel का पहला full season है भाई. उनका भी मतलब उसके सिस्टम, उनका जेल, केन एक फोकल पॉइंट आ गया है, सो उसके साथ नहीं बना है. तो them not playing well and still winning was also shining light for them. We also have to give credit to them as well. They survived.
I'm just enjoying this so much, right? Because this feels like a humbling that was coming. Because I remember
They were necessary.
It was necessary because when the season started, all right, you usually say, I would want my team to win, right? And these people like, our team is going to win the Premier League, right? Everyone wants their team to win without a doubt, and you have a certain bit of faith. certain bit of magic will take. But these people were kind of certain, not certain, but they were like, हाँ हम लोग कर सकते हैं, आराम से कर सकते हैं. And now to see them right now and be like, Asha, now we need to get steadied up and
No, actually,
our
I
ship.
am actually with everyone coming back, right? At least in the next game or the next 2-3 games, मतलब I'm fine with it. अभी उतना कोई tension नहीं है. I don't have any worries about the team
See,
performing
it was
you
never
know,
a
players,
question that
you
your
know,
team is not
Ten Hag
decent.
losing the dressing room. These are the questions that are put forward. Is the manager losing the dressing room? I do not see any signs of that. Yes, there are a couple of leeches in the squad still remaining. मतलब, I heard that today Jogekar is obviously not there, but he throughout the previous past recordings he's been continuously saying 2 साल हो गए क्या क्या. भैंस की आंख 2 साल नहीं हुए हैं, 1 ही साल हुआ है. पहला ही सीजन था उसका, ये दूसरा सीजन है.
By the way,
4
but
million
2
pound
years,
बहुत
what
जा
he
चुके हैं.
2 years, he
हाँ,
means
क्या?
3 transfer
400
windows.
million pound के आसपास अभी जा चुके हैं इस सीजन के स्टार्ट में.
हाँ, 400 मिलियन पाउंड जाने से क्या हुआ? आर्टेटा भी बहुत स्पेंड किया है.
भाई, the
भाई तो वो
point
चैलेंज
was,
भी किया.
see, the
वो
point
challenge
is
भी
not,
चैलेंज किया, जीता नहीं
the
ना.
point
वो FA
is
कप फर्स्ट
not
सीजन
about
फर्स्ट 6 मंथ्स में जीत लिया ब्रो.
हाँ ठीक है, इसने भी जीत गया. तो वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि पहले ही सीजन में he delivered Carabao Cup in a squad where he only made 4 signings. ठीक है, मलासिया included, everyone is forgetting him. He made 4 signings. एक 100 मिलियन पाउंड का साइनिंग था, which I have multiple times I have said that fund could have been used properly. ठीक है, अभी एंथनी को भी 1 ही साल हुआ है. तुम्हारे टीम में भी जब प्लेयर आता है तुम उसको एटलीस्ट 2 साल तो देते हो, देन यू स्टार्ट टू जज. बट ठीक है,
then you have to give your manager 2 years, right, to compete. You are like, after 1 year we are winning title, then you have to have faith that this is the project. We are building. You cannot be two ways that you will say we are winning this year and then come up and say we are just building 1 year ही तो हुआ है, right? It's a conflicting statement.
How is it a conflict statement?
Because if you are going for league, that means
I feel
you are
that
confident that you have built a team.
Yeah, I feel I
cannot
have the squad
in a Premier League where you cannot even afford to lose one match because City is like hounding around. You cannot say कि एक ही साल तो हुआ है. We have a window कि हम थोड़ा lose कर सकते हैं.
because I am saying all this because the kind of comments you are making कि तुम लोग के मैनेजर ने बहुत अचीव कर लिया है और मतलब ट्रॉफी वॉफी जीत के बैठे हो. आर्टेटा के लीग पोजीशंस के बारे में तो लेट्स नॉट टॉक अबाउट इट. बट
you can talk about it. You can also see
चढ़ने से पहले मतलब I have been listening to your comments कि Ten Hag ये नहीं किया वो किया. Ten Hag overachieved, ठीक है, that was his fault. ठीक है, he spent the money, but वो spend करने के बाद he finished Champions League spot in the first year, which we did not think he will. ठीक है, then he won the Carabao Cup. ठीक है, that is a bonus. That is the 4th domestic, मतलब 4th cup basically. Treble में भी उसको काउंट नहीं किया जाता. ठीक है, ट्रॉफी जीता. We all thought confidence booster है. Now with the kind of signings that we've made, what did I tell you? कि मेरा prediction ही था ना. You are holding on to my prediction. जब मैंने prediction किया था, क्या मेरे को पता था इतने सारे इंजरीज होंगे? क्या मेरे को पता था कि पहले 5 गेम वीक में एक बार भी सेम टीम रिपीट नहीं हुआ है. ठीक है, so don't hold on to my comments. That was my prediction.
I think we will see once United have all their strength
all
back.
The players,
you can complain. मतलब still मतलब मैं लास्ट गेम भी जो प्रीमियर लीग का था ना, लास्ट गेम भी जो ब्राइटन था, I told you there should not be any excuses. This is a good
amazing, but you did not give an answer yet, Rajesh. Where do you think your team will reach realistically in UCL?
UCL,
you can go out of group stage. No, I said where you will end in the UCL. Don't say
we will get out of the group stage. Then I don't know where are we going to get. It will only depend on the fact that how we come out of the group stage first. Then again, you will hold on to me if I say I will win UCL this year.
That is what
you are trying. You are going to make more sense than you are making.
Fun about it.
Well played.
I think United, it's a lot of like Uniteds and Chelseas are like compared right now, that the results they are getting. But yeah, hopefully they turn these results around sometime down the line. But
yeah, I want to say one thing at Ten Hag's expense. The guy should not be saying this, that भाई हम लोग स्पेंड किया, why are you saying this? ब्राइटन भी स्पेंड किया है मतलब what the hell?
Also, he said that Davies is not a good defender. Garnacho can take him on or something like that. He said some statement he made. Do you know that? He said
I
Davies
don't
is
know
not a
him
good
making that
defender.
statement.
This is what he said.
And one more statement I would like to highlight is that he said we are having injuries, a slow start, but these are challenges I love in my life. But it doesn't seem like fans are loving these challenges.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I please
We'll
do
be back.
comment.
We just
guys.
need to hit a run because
I think-
there are a lot of games remaining. I mean, the problem
Yeah, it's a
is
long
that
season. It's a long
once
season.
it's a long season. Once players come back, I don't want them to get injured again. I don't want Tenag to rush them because that is another predicament you can get yourself
So,
into.
seems like guys, United still have some hope to turn it around.
Yeah,
Please let
definitely.
us know in the comments what do you feel how the season and UCL of United looks like.
GGMU.
Please comment, and I will love it if you say they will get relegated. But
We'll be back.
do
We will
like,
be back.
share, and subscribe. Beyond Injury Time.